So, uh, so guys, welcome back with another video. I just came from outside, from nature, just relaxing, taking all this weight of your shoulders. You feel me? Feeling light, calm, your nerves. But with that, just let's get straight to the business. Let's get straight to the nitty gritty. Okay, I don't know what exactly I'm gonna title this video. Probably like follow the money or something with money, but we're gonna talk about the evilness of this world. Of course, we all know like a lot of this world is evil. A lot of countries are in cahoots with each other. Oh look, in cahoots with each other. Like they are against each other's wars. It's not true at all. Because I I watched a there's a documentary. It's called I don't even know what it's called. I might link it in the description down below. It's in Dutch, but you can they have English subtitles. It's an ex uh uh bank employee. Was an ex bank employee, and he worked there. His upbringing wasn't that happy, warm, and stuff. So basically, he was at a pretty good position, and people from the higher ups were like, don't you really want to work, for better and more money and this all this kind of stuff. And then the person said, you if you want to, you can work for us, but you gotta put your feelings in the freezer, like minus 100 degrees. And he was already not a warm person or for the people, so he was like, yeah, of course, my heart is already in the freezer. But with doing that, he said it was already a sign, a warning. When the person asked, like, you gotta put your heart in the freezer, that was the first warning. But he was like, you know what, I want to get this money. I don't care about none of that, all that BS. I'm gonna do my own thing, right? So he got into the business, and he was already a special person because he could see things, like he had a great vision, right? He was a solution. He could find solutions quick for many things, and he was innovative and all these kind of things, and they like that, right? Because you gotta think ahead, you gotta handle business. And he was basically working for secret societies, the government, all this kind of stuff. So with him doing the kind of job he did, he had to know a lot. So of where the money goes, and a lot of the money, like it's not really going anywhere. Like Greece, right? Greece was kind of bankrupt, all this kind of stuff, and they were supporting Greece. But basically, what he said was happening was, like, the Netherlands was supporting like Greece, right? So you got the ESM, I think the ESM, European, uh, European. Wait, hold up, let me search it up. Because when I give him this information, right, I gotta speak facts, because I cannot say just nonsense and stupid kind of things. So that will make it less. Okay, European Stability Mechanism, intergovernmental organization. and they basically, I don't know if it was them, but I'm pretty sure it was them. They are the people you gotta pay every, like, country in Europe gotta pay within 7 days to the ESM, and they support the countries in need, basically. But basically, what happened is we as the Netherlands donated the money, gave it to the ESM. The ESM gave it to Greece, and came right back to Germany, to France, to Netherlands. So Greece got their money, but it was taken back like immediately. So they didn't even got to use the money. And in Sweden, it's like uh, the top bank, the bank that is on top of all the banks, and it's basically untouchable, immortal. It's a free state. Nobody can do nothing about it. They said it's above all nature, all worldly things. It's so heavily protected. It's you cannot just. That's why it's all like, until this thing is still there. If that's not taken down, nothing will change. And I'm not saying if that will be taken down that everything is gonna change it like immediately and that kind of stuff. But no, there's not one free state. You got one in England. You got one in DC, Washington, I think, like somewhere in America. And you got, and basically he was like a sort of sidekick. He wasn't that important, but he was important because if he messed up, that would cause trouble, and that's how we do it. Like 1% of people that work in the bank know what's going on, but the rest don't know. They just work there. The only 1% know. And in the Netherlands, there's 5% interest rate, but you think they make you think like the rates when you keep your money on there you can get more, but no, they take the 5%, put it back to the top, 5%, put it back to the top, and fill all the holes that are open. So basically, they are robbing everybody from their money, and most of the people don't know. And now people start to know, realize that it's happening, you know. And what else? What else? Uh, yeah, use one of the sidekicks. They select people who they think are uh like worthy of that position and have the skills to be in that position, because also, and when they make a mistake for the public eye, it's gonna be like something is up, you feel me? So they cannot be slipping, because if you been slipping, it's it's gonna fuck up the whole system, and then they gotta cover that up, like where the money is going, where it's going, where it's flowing. It's basically they are whitewashing their money, but on a legal way, because they made that rule. So it's illegal, but it's legal because they made that rule for themselves. And with that rule being, because they still gotta play by their rules. They cannot just make a new rule or something, like they still gotta play by the rules. So if they fuck up with their rule, they fuck up themselves. So they gotta stay in line and be like smart about what they're doing and the people that they are hiring. And those people they are hiring are just normal life based people. And so he started there, and with his colleagues and all this kind of stuff, he, like, eventually it was his end point where he thought like, nah, I'm done, because they were talking about, like, it was Russia or something, Russia or some other country, and you feel me? They did some. They took their money, and that basically fucked up that country. And like the president or somebody, a high person or a family member, just because of that, killed himself, off himself, and they were laughing about it, right? And he was at that point was like, "Oh man, that's pretty messed up actually." But the real part is like sacrifice, because everything ties in, man. The money we always run is it's like rooted in evil, and we gotta use it every single day to survive and to live. Then you got the satanic, you feel me, the satanic people that worship the demons, and then you got to do a sacrifice. So it's all in the same world, and that world connects to the Hollywood, CIA, all the other countries, all the politicians, because the politicians are also being chosen. Like, not everybody that's in the politics is really involved, but only the people that are have a higher position, right? Because what are they doing? They are surfacing. It's a surface, so they serve somebody above them, right? So you gotta keep that in mind. And it ain't really that like difficult to know what they're doing with the money, because you gotta do one simple thing, and that is follow the money. Once you follow the money, you know exactly where it goes. You can trace it back. Because you think that they are for us, but they are not. They are everything on this world. They look at as it as profit. If the smallest thing they can find, they find some way to make profit out of it and make us suffer more and more. So especially when you're loaning something, you're already in debt. Everybody's in debt basically, because it's just debt there is taken from you, taken from that person takes from them, and goes back to the top. So you gotta work hard and harder, because didn't you notice, like back in the day, like one parent, like the father, could sustain a whole meal, the whole family in ease. But now you gotta have two working parents most of the time to do that, just because all everything has been going up, all the prices, the oil, uh it's all on resources. Because like they doing that with Africa. Africa's rich in resources. So what are they gonna do? Go over there, take over that, and take the resources. And if they don't cooperate, they go bankrupt, or they will loan you or help you, knowing that you won't be able to pay it back in your entire lifetime. That's how they do it also. So they basically setting you up and thinking like, oh, thank you, like thank you for this money, but you won't be able to pay it back in your whole life. And that's what they did with Haiti too. It's Haitian, man. It's sad what they're doing, man. But yeah, we gotta this whole system. It's gotta be taken down, man. We gotta take back what's ours, cause we ain't supposed to live like this. Interest rates. So you mean to tell me of what you made, your hard work, you know, blood, sweat, tears, hard earned money. It's just being taken and given to the most powerful people and make them more richer and more powerful. What? No, that doesn't make any sense. That's not interest rate. You gotta it's my brain just gets tired of this kind of stuff with all the sick kind of stuff they're doing. Interest rate, interest rate, oils, natural resources. You gotta pay to have your own fruits, things that come naturally by nature for free, and you gotta pay for that. Oil is a thing that is just naturally from the earth, right? Golds, diamonds, crystals, all just from the earth. It's nobody's property. It shouldn't be nobody's property. It's all they all want to possess something, like get one up off each other, because they are just in a competition with all the rest of them people. Because if there wasn't no interest rate and no money was taken off, you would have like more millionaires up in that same club. But they don't want that, because why not? They don't want people to have that much power, because they think money is power. But no, money is not power. Money is symbolism, and they worshiping a symbol. But that same symbol can take you down and can tear you apart. So, I mean, they've made it where you like want to have and want to need it, because without it you're not gonna survive. That's basically how they set it up. And it's not it's not easy, it's not fair, but you feel me, just they are as good as evil. It's not even the good evil, but you cannot have one without the other. You gotta have them together. But it's gotta be balanced, because now it's not balanced. This is evil, this is good. It's just we're getting there. We're getting there. It's getting better, but still not where we need to be. But just gotta be patient, man, because 20 December 21st, yes, that's gonna be a whole life changing experience. So you gotta be prepared mentally. You gotta like not only physically you gotta train, but also mentally, because there might be some like blocks, mental blocks in your mind that you gotta overcome. Maturity, you gotta grow up. You feel me? Every day you like getting new energies, getting better, getting stronger. Like you grow as a person. Like you might like a month ago, or like many months ago, you might have been like eating fast food, right? Eating fast food all day, or just a being toxic person, bullying somebody, and all of a sudden you grow up and start to notice like, hey, that's not no, that's not a way, that's not cool. I'm gonna treat people differently. I'm gonna start about my health. But most of the time it's not gonna happen like that. Most of the time it's because of a certain offense, certain experience that is so harsh, so like drastic, life changing moment, where like, oh man, that was, I don't want to experience that anymore, right? And then be like, okay, boom, I gotta change that. I gotta change that right now, because this is not the way I should go along with my life. Because if I do, I will only destroy myself in the process further and further. And Not only is that gonna affect me, it's gonna affect people around me, because it's not people feel things as only me myself, but most of the things that you do will affect the other people too, because it's we are multiple-dimensional beings. We are connected, but we only see 1%. You won't see it with your eyes, but it's all type of connections, people that you're connected to without you even knowing sometimes. So you gotta really, take your time and be still, be concentrated, be focused, clear your mind, be calm. And from that point on, you can move forward into a new direction, new energies, positive energies, new vibration, and be your authentic, feel me, strong looking, feel me, funny, goofy, whatever, your own self, your own authentic, special self. And it don't matter if people don't fuck with you for who you are, as long as you being yourself, because you don't want to be that person who's gotta act like somebody else to make people like you, because then you're not being yourself, and then you're a whole different person, and then you're gonna suffer the consequences, because now you are a whole completely different person, and you don't even gonna like yourself, like gonna think like, what have I turned into? And then it will be harder to go back to who you used to be. And you don't have to go through all of that. And gotta get demons, you feel me, these demons, not give them a chance. We are the people, we are our strength, we are power, we are unstoppable, we are not, nobody can fuck with us. As long as you know what you're worth, we gotta do this. Ain't nobody stopping us. Ain't nobody stopping you. As long as you believe that. You gotta stick that in your mind. Speak to yourself. Talk to yourself. Take moments for yourself. Take time off for yourself. Take time to say no. Don't matter if you don't feel like it. Don't do it. Do something if you feel like it. Don't be forced. Okay. Okay. Hope you understand it. Because you are way more special than you think you are. You know that. You know that. But with that being said, we love y'all. Love y'all. See y'all. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated. Take some time off if you are stressed, energy drained. Just go out, walk outside, take a walk outside, listen to music, breathe in, breathe out. You feel me? Pay attention to how you feel, what is on your mind. Just get on with your day. You can do it. I know you can. Peace. Love y'all.